got this extinct. Stuff because Noah supposedly preached for 100-something years that it was gonna rain.
They just weren't.
Now you think about it, them guys was living some years, so I don't know, I don't understand that, so don't ask. All I know is he supposedly preached for 100-something years, and his message was, y'all need to get in this boat, because now you think about what I'm telling you. If he preached for 100 years, let's say the first day one, okay, of the 100 years. Supposing you get 15 people that decide they want to join you, they're gonna be with you for 100 years. While you preaching, they end up getting you gathering up more people to put the. Now see how this kind of makes stupid. So you already had 8 people that was going to be with you for 100 years, which is your family. Now it just so happened nobody came aboard, because after the first 50 years, people like, you've been saying this for 50 years, and ain't nothing happened. So they went on about their business, and then the lightning came, and they never seen rain. Supposed
sitting there.
You're like, what is that? And the next thing you know,
I've been.
it was too late. It was too late.
Yo.
Too late. Because first of all,
you in there? Yeah, open up.
First of all, this thing that Noah supposedly built, if you look at what they say, the size of it,
it's ridiculous.
it's huge.
Ridiculous.
So they could have been knocking all day long. And I hear you knocking,
but you can't hear that.
But you can't come in.
At the hull of that ship, you not here. Especially with all them animals and all that making noise too. No.
You know, since you mentioned ship, I want to say something.
Titanic.
No, because we're getting ready to go sailing on a ship. I'm talking about the Titanic. I tell you something. Take a black man.
You did say something about ships.
Anyways,
my bad.
You said out of me and Shannon, which one you think I am? Yeah, I got you. Now, here's the thing you got to realize about the answer I'm gonna give you on that. I can take either side for a lot of reasons, but in order to really make it work, somebody have to get in the back seat. Everybody can't be up front. So the smart man knows his position.
Right. So every time you come and ask me what we doing today, run off ideas again.
Mm-hmm.
That is helpful, so you don't remember what your own ideas were. We sit down.
Well, you know, for 71 years, I've been thinking. And for 71 years, I've gotten an answer. Right, wrong, or indifferent. So here's my answer to you, my man. It's a good thing that I can remember anything. I got 70 years of memories running around in my head. So, yeah, you don't think they're going to come out and get in the way? Because they want to be seen too.
Okay, most of it could be memory if it wasn't nonsense. I would accept the memories. But the memories make for great content. Not the nonsense that we have. Now the nonsense is cool, but the stories are great because people have a chance to really dive into personality of Billy J instead of just seeing Billy J on.
Well, listen, it's like anything else. A little dab will do you. Okay? Now, for y'all that's old enough to know, that's a commercial for a hair tonic. And you would put that in your hand, they would say, whatever the name of it is, a little dab will do it, and you put your hand in there, go there and put it in your head. Just like we had some other stuff out, speaking of hair, called Dippity Doo. I'm not lying. I'm gonna look all this stuff up.
Well, I can understand the dippity, okay, dip and the do, hairdo, I got you.
Well, what it really was the stuff that
Like, styled your hair?
no, but the gel that women started using. But back in the 60s,
What, to like flick their hair back?
no, all the gels that you see women use to lay their hair down and all this, yeah, same thing. Except for it was for white women. It was the product that Dippity Doo was a product. It was a product for white women. So black women could use it, but it would look all nasty like snot in your hair. Yeah, because it wasn't for you. And they made sure it wasn't. As soon as it dried up,
That's what it
you
be.
knew it looked nasty. Like, you got Dippity Doo. You're trying to be white. You know, so then they came out with the other stuff that was black, and you could put it on, and that stuff was crazy, you know. Then you'd be like doing this. I don't understand that shit, but that's about as crazy as this. So y'all don't know, culture is everything.
Here's the
Culture
part.
is everything.
The first part of that, not trying to mess up your hair, because even having braids, they try to tell you not to scratch your hair, because it frays it, makes it all frizzy and all that. Now, this and this, I got nothing to do with it. I got nothing to do with that. This, nuh-uh. I seen a dude outside like this one day.
What was he
He was
doing?
on the bus stop.
What was he trying to go?
He was trying to get a hack, but he was on the opposite side. Bus go this way. He's standing on the other side of the bus stop.
I remember the first time I tried to catch I wanted to be a bus driver, so I had to go down to the bus terminal place where you, and the best way to do it, the bus station.
Bus station. Yeah.
The one particular bus drove you right by that station. So that bus was right there off of Garrison, where we were. So it was the 91. But I didn't know you had to stand in the bus stop. I seen the signs, but I never paid attention to the fact that there was a platform there where you could stand.
Either.
Okay.
Either.
All I know is
people used to. All I knew is people stood over here, and the bus shows up.
And another thing you got to realize too, that sign has arrows pointing on it.
Yeah.
That arrow
lets you know which way.
The arrows tell you which direction you need to be, or else that bus is gonna pass right by you. And they don't give a shit. They know you don't know what you're doing. They know you're trying to catch the bus.
Behind or in front of that sign.
You need to be wherever that arrow tells you to be.
Because if not, I done seen them pass us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They didn't pass us a few different times.
Oh yeah.
And then we started running for it, and he had stopped down the street. But, hey man, you saw us standing down there. You wasn't in the right area.
Yeah.
You get picked up.
Yeah, so man, just like another thing that used to bug me really crazy, what is people that sit in the bus stop. They see the bus coming. They just sit there. Okay? Bus pull up. Okay? Then they'll stand up when you get there as if they catching the bus. And then they be like, man, go ahead. See, if you'd have just set your ass right where you had it, I'd have kept on rolling.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't do that. I didn't do that. I used to, if I was standing up already, I'll just wave them down.
Yeah.
It's like, no, just go ahead. I'm good. I'm waiting for a different bus.
Yeah.
Feel me? So that way they at least know you can just roll through.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta waste your time. Some people didn't always.
But as soon as you wave them through, there's always somebody with bags running. Hold that bus! Hold that! And you always got somebody that's going to try to be the hero, bumping on the side of the bus. Hold up! Like they just own the damn bus. And I just keep on. You can't run. You can't run this bus. It may start off slow because they had a retarder in them things. So when you would push, why they had those retarders in there? to keep from killing folk. Because what do you used to see people do on the bus? As soon as they get off the bus, where would they walk?
In front of it.
Right in front of the damn bus. Why do y'all do that? Ugh.
And then they started putting the bike things on the front, bike rack.
What they really need was something to slap the shit out of somebody. And when you got there,
you walk past.
tell out the damn, they'll slap you right back of the damn head when you walk past. Yeah, boy, I tell you, that used to piss you off. And then, and sure enough, you already trying to accelerate, and it won't take off because they had to build up that pressure before it would take off. And that was one of the reasons. That was the reason for it, so that you wouldn't pull off so fast and kill people. Because you would have ran over some folks. Yeah, it was hard.
I would raise my hand now. I'd have ran over a couple folks. It'd been by mistake, but on purpose.
Man, I done hit some shit with the bus.
Man, see, but they tell you not to walk in front of vehicles that are moving. And this is a transportation. Well, here's the thing though. When everybody getting off the bus is not moving. I do understand that. So you do have time to cross the street. But if the light is green
and the bus driver's not looking at you.
No, okay. Wow, first of all.
See, if you getting off the bus,
okay,
and the bus driver's turning in the back to make sure people getting out of the back door okay, he can't see you walking around in front because he's looking in the back. Now,
probably shouldn't pull off.
Well, what happens is when you open that back door, it stops the bus, period. Because it's got a special switch. When that back door is hit,
it opens,
and as long as that back door is open,
you can't pull off.
You can't pull off.
Now I've noticed that it's got an air suspension too.
Yeah, it's supposed to, so it can kneel.
Yeah, so you can get on and off the bus a little easier.
Yeah, that's
and then when
supposedly for older people that have problems stepping up and stepping down.
I was gonna say, I wish we had that.
Most of the time they didn't work. And we didn't want them no damn how.
Wow.
Because you had to always pick up special need people when you had them. And so what they would do is they would. That was another thing that I hated. That wheelchair lifting.
And then they sitting there like this.
Then you got to tie the folk in, and then with the MTA bus, if I can't tell you how many of them I done pulled up, and then you can't put it back down. Now you can't.
Oh my gosh! So
yeah,
we had that, and it took us another 20 minutes.
Yeah, because you got to call another bus.
We had to call somebody to come and
with another bus.
Reset.
Well,
that one.
Or they could do that.
But we, like you said,
if they got one of the good mechanics,
they had to squeeze everybody else on the next bus that was coming.
Man.
In. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, man, that stuff was crazy.
I mean, luckily I was down the street from the house, but still. If I can avoid it, never again, man. If I can avoid it, never again. Now, I have nothing against the handicapped folks. Not at all. Because even it's just the appliances that they give you guys don't work all that well. And then what do they expect you guys to do about it?
Call them and have another bus delivered. But see, what's supposed to happen is before you leave out the yard,
right?
You're supposed to fully extend that thing and bring it back.
Make sure
it's functional. Now, sometimes that's your first and only time that thing's gonna work, and you don't know it.
I was just thinking that.
Once you do it like that and it come back, when you get out on the field, that thing may not work, and it still may hang up. It may hang up to where it gets down and won't go up. You can't drive the bus.
Either way.
No. Or even if it goes up, and you can't get it to go back down and go back under. You can't drive the bus. They gotta get somebody to come out there to fix that. Man, them buses.
That's hilarious, but not at the same time. It sucks a little bit.
Them buses broke down so much. It was so crazy. Them buses broke down so much, man. It was crazy. It was ridiculous.
I'm trying to think of where we was at.
And they used to make all them in Columbus.
What?
them buses. Matter of fact, that particular flex line,
Yeah.
that was Columbus, was where they made it, but I don't know. I think it's a German company.
Man, but you're right though. Those buses have had just failures, like just different things throughout all the time. Now I know as long as I've been on actual bus, oh that's a lie. We did have that. One time the wheel did come off on the bus, school bus. I mean, blew off.
See,
That was
here
freaky,
again,
man.
let me say this to you. If I'm driving a bus, which I did school buses as well, and something like that happened, we're in trouble.
Oh, I thought we was.
We's in trouble.
I was getting ready to start
Because-
calling everybody.
Because I can't help you like when I'm doing that. Okay? Ah, screaming. Yeah, I ain't got time for this. We still know. Let a tire run off if you want to.
Man, that
And I realized it, and because when that thing sat down, man, uh-oh. You know what's next. So I'm just saying.
man, we heard. I said,
Oh, shit.
whoa, oh,
I think
We look-
I think somebody in Vietnam.
boy, what? All the niggas on the bus, and well, not, but you know, all the black kids that actually was from the neighborhood.
See, now if you just said niggas and kept it as niggas, it'd have been all right. But when you said the black kids, now you're saying that the black kids was niggas.
Because they was the black kids from the neighborhood that actually knew how to defend for themselves, as opposed to the other ones, the other black kids that didn't know what was going on. They sitting up there, oh my gosh, what's happening? We all ducked up underneath the bus. Shorty, we up underneath the seat, think we playing. What? I'm sitting there, I see my bags over there, me and other brother in there. I said, yo, you. He said, I don't know what happened.
The people are stupid, man.
Man, the teacher told yells in the bus. He said, "Hey, man," he said, "Man, we lost a tire." I said, "Okay, it's just a tire, y'all. We can get up."
I could tell this story because it doesn't happen in statute of limitations. So I'm driving the bus. I got the night line. Ooh. When I say the night line, I mean well off into like 1, 2:30 in the morning. I think that was a 3 o'clock shift that I got off. So first, I'm running this run line, and this dude gets on the bus. He got this bag. Okay, so he pays his fare and sit down. I pulls off. When I pull it off and pull out, woo, 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 police coming up the opposite way. I ain't paying no attention. He done ducked down a little bit.
You got a criminal.
And so after we kept going, and the police was way back at the store, and he was up there, he started pulling our steak, selling them. Hey man, anybody want some steak? Look here, I got T-bone, porterhouse. He done went in there, he done stole
He
something.
took the people off of their steak.
He done stole, I mean, he had like a little duffel bag full of steak. And he's selling them. And people buying them.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the cheapest way you can have steak.
so he went on and did his thing. I did some interesting stuff on that. So I picked up these 2 white boys, same route. And they got on the bus, and this is what they told me. We're from somewhere, they told me. They was from some part of another part of the country. This out west somewhere. And he said, and we've been wanting to see some crime. And really? Now this is stupid, ain't it? 2 white boys, young guy.
I'll show you exactly.
Well, they was on the number 3 bus. We crossed a whole lot of lines.
That's
Yeah.
close enough. You ain't
Well,
lying.
let me tell you what happened.
Because you go.
So that bus goes all the way downtown. It comes out of downtown.
Jesus.
You got real people downtown.
All types of folks down.
Real, and you picking them all up. You know.
Uh-huh.
And we get on the bus, the boys on there and everything, and they want to see some crime.
Want to see some crime?
and got robbed.
That's seeing crime.
So I look out there and got robbed and everything. Got shuffled up a little bit.
You gotta ask.
I took them back.
You gotta ask him that one question.
I took them back. Did you guys see enough crime? And dropped them off where I picked them up. Another time,
She got enough crime in there.
another time, I was driving and the Orioles, the Orioles was playing the Cubans down at the stadium downtown. And we had orders not to have any, as drivers, not to have any communication with dealing with these Cubans. Because for some reason they had bought in the group, the team, but they must have brought in other people with them. I don't know how they did what they did, but all I know is, so I got this route that goes right past the stadium. Okay, I already know this, so I didn't got my briefing. Don't mess around with none of these people. So I done picked up some folk. I'm coming on my way down to where the stadium is and drop off some. So you got people getting off the back and everything. And then you got people standing out waiting and trying to get on while people getting off up front. So I ain't paying no attention to these people. You know, we was in the hood. We was down by the stadium. You know, a lot of blacks down there. But I didn't think about it. Cubans could have been black. And I'm like, okay, yeah, yo, go ahead, man. Hey, don't worry about that. Go ahead, man. Go on in the back and sit down, because I'm trying to pull off. See? Them dudes rode with me all the way around. And on my way at the loop, on my way back, because where they wanted to be dropped off was just one part of the neighborhood. And on my way back, when I got off, it was just a few of them left on there. I don't even know how many it was. And when that dude said, he said, right here, man, that's when I recognized he had an accent. I said, wait a minute. He said, we would like to thank you for your tour. He said, but me and my team here, we're defecting. And they got off the bus. And just they got off the bus and just went out walked on back into the neighborhood. I don't know if they knew anybody or nothing, but they sure did. Them guys defected. And I'm riding them around, riding around defectors.
Jesus.
I didn't know they were defecting like that. They just look like regular black people. Until when I finally looked at them, I was like, wait a minute.
Y'all ain't complete.
Y'all ain't straight.
Y'all got some curling.
Y'all got something else mixed up in there, baby.
You got swim well, can't you?
Yeah. You got some smart.
You said you got some Michael Phelps out there, but not Michael Phelps. Well, they Michael Phelps, but they're not Michael Phelps. There we go. They Phelps without the Phelps.
Well, Michael, that boy built like a dolphin.
He's a fish. He's a fish, man.
It's interesting how people are born with certain abilities.
Fish, man.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that again. Black Panther 2. I just like it for my boy the whole time. He said, let me and my men go out. He said, we would have already found him. They said, well, because of you, M'Baku, he would have already been exiled. He said, what, you bald-headed demon? He was talking to the guard. And so she stepped up like, what? It's like, you don't want to fight. M'Baku ready to fight everybody. Anyway, y'all, look, we got to stop this episode because I keep looking at the time and it's getting longer and longer, and it's as long as it's ever been today. So, we thank y'all for joining us for a very good Christmas Eve, very good Christmas. Give thanks to the Lord, praise Him, but give all your donations to us.
Don't forget to donate.
We really do appreciate the viewers that we have. We for sure do. We thank you for subscribing to the channel. Please find more. Please share more videos that we send out to you guys, to everybody else, so we can build this thing and make it a little better. We know you guys want to see us in a new space. We want to get to a new space. So we're working on that too, man. So everybody that has watched this, we thank you. We will be out and probably back later on. So we'll see what happens.
Peace.
Okay, peace.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of
Now and Then.
We've been your
Professional fans, and we also been your hosts,
Ike on the 808.
and Willie J.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the
And
channel.
don't forget to ring that bell when you want to be notified.
Ring that bell. Bell.
Yeah. Ring that bell. Ring, 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 ring. Good.